Hey, how's it going? Today I'm talking about how any runner can train for Dopey without popping Advil like candy.
This is Running to the Castle, a podcast for injury-prone RunDisney runners on a journey to running magical miles. Join me, Dr. Allie, as I share the secrets I've gathered as a runner, doctor of physical therapy, and coach. You'll learn the exact ways I get my clients to the castle strong without feeling broken or held together with KT tape as they cross the finish line.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're going to hear a story about one of my clients, and I tell this story because it happens so often. And I am sure if you're listening to this, you will find something in here that you're like, oh God, that's me too. And that's okay. Okay, so she followed the plan. She hit all of the long runs. She did everything she thought she was supposed to. And every week, as the mileage crept up, so did the fear. By the time she hit double digits, her knee pain was back. She started popping Advil before her runs, skipping her strength workouts, and taping everything that hurt just to get through the weekend. The plan she was following said she was on track, but her body said otherwise. This is what she did the year before she met me. And when she met me, she told me I was doing what I had to do to just get through it. But I was miserable. I cursed the long runs. I felt terrible for days after. And I kept wondering, how are all of these other runners smiling after their long runs when I'm falling apart? If that sounds familiar, this episode is for you. Today I'm breaking down why so many runners feel broken during Dopey training, even though they follow the plan, and how you can train differently without pain after every long run. Because finishing Dopey is hard, but it shouldn't leave you wrecked. And there is a better way. If you've ever thought, why does my body start falling apart just when the mileage gets serious? You're not alone. I see it over and over and over again. You download the plan. You feel good for the first 6 weeks or so. You're doing 3 to 4 runs a week, maybe a little strength, some foam rolling. The long runs start creeping up at 6, 7, 8 miles. And then it starts. Knee pain, ankle stiffness, a nagging hip, weird foot aches. You ice, you stretch, throw in extra rest days. You start searching for new shoes. But the only thing that actually gets you through is Advil. It becomes part of your routine. You wake up, you lace up, you pop some Advil, survive the run, limp around for a few days, repeat. And you start asking yourself, is this just what marathon training is supposed to feel like? Maybe I'm just not strong enough. But here's the truth. Pain showing up as your long runs get longer is not a sign that you're weak. And it's not supposed to feel like that. Don't get me wrong, marathon training, Dopey training, it's not all sunshine and roses. But there's a big difference between pain that lingers for days and some post-run soreness. And you aren't supposed to be in pain for days. Pain is your body's way of saying, not this, not right now. It's a sign that your training load is outpacing your recovery capacity. And unfortunately, that's baked into a lot of the popular training plans out there, especially the free ones. These plans were built by professional runners, Olympic runners. And if you're a slow, back of the pack, or injury-prone runner starting in the last corral, they don't fit you. Because sometimes the program just doesn't translate from Olympic runner to not really a runner. So let's talk about why so many runners start feeling that pain once the long run hits 8, 9, 10 miles, even when you've been following the plan perfectly. The biggest reason, the plan was never made for your body. The most popular Dopey or marathon training plans, those ones assume you're already used to running regularly, you recover quickly, and you can handle an increase of 1 to 2 miles every other weekend. And don't forget the fact that these runners are running at a pace that gets you off your feet in under 2 hours, even on the long runs. Even runDisney's own official training plans for Dopey and Goofy challenges, they come with a disclaimer. These plans are for experienced runners. On the Goofy training plan, it specifically says for someone who's already run one marathon. I know a lot of Dopey runners that haven't run a marathon. Though, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not really sure why it gives that disclaimer on Goofy but not Dopey. But whatever. So here's the thing. A lot of runners signing up for Dopey, they aren't experienced. Some just started running during the pandemic. And they started Disney races because they like fun, cute, shiny medals and Disney. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's also why I run Disney races. So some of the runDisney runners, they've never trained for a marathon, let alone 4 races in 4 days. And most, they're doing their best to follow the plan, even if their body's screaming at them. If you're running 14 to 16 minute per mile paces, your easy 10-miler, it's taking 2.5 to 3 hours. That's not just a long run. That is full-blown stress on your body. Your joints are under load longer, your muscles fatigue faster, you need more fuel, your energy systems, they take longer to recover. And when you add in life, work, strength workouts, poor sleep, it's no surprise that your body starts breaking down. So it's not that you're not strong enough. It's that your total load, the mileage, the time, the stress, is too much too soon. You're not lazy, you're not weak. You're just following a plan that assumes you're someone else entirely. And when that plan doesn't fit, your body pays the price. If you're in pain after every long run, it's not because you're not strong enough. And the answer isn't to add more strength, stretch more, or take a random rest day and hope it helps. Most runners I work with, they're not weak, they're overloaded. And they've been following a plan that ramps up too quickly without giving their body space to adjust. So adding more strength does the opposite, and it continues to overload you more. It's like staying up for 24 hours and deciding to just push through a few more, hoping your body will eventually adjust to sleep deprivation. That's not adaptation, that's burnout. And stretching, it probably won't hurt, but it won't help either. Stretching helps improve flexibility so you can move well through a full range of motion and prevent soreness. But if you're already sore or in pain, it's like getting the chickenpox vaccine after you've already broken out in spots. It was meant to prevent the problem, not fix the one once it's here. And sure, rest days matter, but if you're already feeling like you need more rest just to survive each week, that's not a recovery issue. That's a training load problem. And it's why your body never gets a chance to actually build endurance. So what does work? Focus on a progression so gradual your body doesn't even realize you're doing more. No big mileage jumps, no aggressive weekend to weekend leaps, just small, smart increases that let your body adapt while you're building endurance. And every 5 to 6 weeks, build in a deload week, a chance to let your body catch up, absorb the work, or just make space for when life gets lifey. Didn't get your long run in one weekend? It's fine. The system already expected something like that to happen. This is the kind of structure I build into Stronger, Faster, Finisher because real progress comes from consistency, not perfection. And your body needs time to adapt if you want to finish strong, not just survive race day. But going back to strength, what about it? Strength isn't something we skip. It's something we scale. Some workouts are heavy, some are light, and some are right in the middle. It's all about how your body's responding to the total training load, not just checking the boxes. Recovery, Yes, we talk about slowing down, we talk about pacing, we also talk about intentional recovery, hot Epsom salt baths, foam rolling, massage gun, even scheduling a regular massage so you're not falling apart by Wednesday. When you train this way with your body in mind, you don't need to pop Advil before every long run. You don't dread weekends, and you don't wonder if maybe you're just not cut out for this. If you've been listening to this and thinking, that's me, I followed the plan, I'm in pain, I'm exhausted, but I still want to do this, I want you to know something. You absolutely can train for Dopey. You just need a system that fits you, not one that was built for someone faster, younger, or more experienced. You don't need more motivation. You don't need to tough it out. And you definitely don't need to add more strength on top of a tired, overwhelmed body. What you need is a plan that progresses slowly, accounts for life, and works with your body instead of against it. That's exactly what I've built inside Stronger, Faster, Finisher. It's for runners who start in the last corral and who want to finally finish feeling strong, not broken. If this episode resonated with you, here's your next step. Grab the free Dopey training plan. I made it specifically for runners like you. And when you're ready for a system with coaching, support, and structure that actually works for your life, Stronger, Faster, Finisher is waiting for you. Until then, slow down, stop pushing through, and start listening to what your body's been trying to say all along. If you're feeling nervous about whether you can actually cross the finish line at Dopey, if you've been training hard but still wondering, will I really make it? I want you to know there's a better way. Stronger, Faster Finisher is built for runners just like you. The slow, injury-prone, not really a runner, runners who aren't chasing a podium. You're chasing a personal record in fun. You want those castle photos, those character stops, that pineapple cider at the finish line without feeling broken, defeated, or like you barely survived. Inside Stronger, Faster Finisher, you'll build your training smarter with the right mileage, the right pacing, and the right recovery. So you don't just survive Dopey. You'll finish it strong, proud, and smiling, exactly the way you imagined. As always, thanks so much for listening. That's all for now. Talk to you soon.